Hey guys, Tony here, CCxRC. It's the On the Bench series. I'm going to go ahead and just title these that because some of you guys like to run videos, some of you guys like other things. These are going to be the On the Bench, so you'll know what they are. Right now on the bench, we've got the Traxxas X-maxx. Why? Because, well, it shouldn't do this, that's for sure. When we were out bashing this beast at the BMX trails, Ipswich here in Chesapeake, snapped the lower right A-arm. So I've got a brand new beefy A-arm here in the package. We're going to go ahead, we're going to take this apart, we're going to get the new one installed, get this thing back ready to be run. Alright, so I haven't had to do much to this truck so far to keep it running. Very minimal repairs. I'll tell you one thing though, when these come, I haven't taken this tire off yet. But boy, they really wrench these things on there. These lugs are on something fierce. I just stuck this under here just as kind of a joke. It's useless with this big of a truck. So we'll pop off these couple pieces just to get them out of the way, make it a little bit easier for us to see what we're doing as we take all of this apart. So the dog bones just kind of floating freely in here. Luckily, I retained this pin right here. I could have lost that, but I didn't, so that's good. I might have lost, nope, the screw's still in this one, the little bolt, so we're good there as well. So I've got, it looks like, all the pieces I'm going to need in order to do this fix. I just have to find the right wrenches to get in here and get these out. That feels like the right one actually, but it's so caked in there with dirt. I should have cleaned this a little bit better before I put it on the bench. I've got the Traxxas tools as well that came with it, but I like these handy little Integy wrenches that I have. Much faster than a standard Allen wrench. There we go. We'll get just a couple pieces out. So I know I've got this one, I've got one for the shock here, and I've got one more up in the front at least, but that might be all I've got to take care of to switch this out, which will be pretty nice. I'll go ahead and I'll save this screw, and then I'll get the rest out, and again we've got the pin here, so that's good. Start putting them there. I really need to get a mat, guys. A lot of people use like the CCxRC mats. I do not have one, but I should probably invest now in something like that, just because I do a lot of wrenching, and it's difficult to kind of keep track of everything, and it would be a lot easier if I had a mat to help me keep track of everything. Let's see where that pin, there it is. I'm gonna make sure I don't get any groove marks in here, but I'll use this to help me pull it out. Alright, that's two. Now, the last one. I need something to lift the truck up, and I have got just the thing, my old wheels. I'll be able to stick these up under here, get this up in the air. There we go. Yeah. Now I'm going to be taking these in, and I'm going to get these wheels off of the rims because they're still in great condition. The rims are destroyed, but the expensive part of these is the actual wheels themselves, the treads, and not the rims. I can get the rims pretty inexpensively to be able to keep using those, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and take a screwdriver or something, try and get some of this dirt out of here so I don't strip this out. Not getting the wrench in far enough, so there's so much dirt caked in there. I feel like I'm going to strip this out, so we should be good now. Yeah. That's one of the things, the deeper that you can get the Allen wrench into the screw, the better you're going to be. Alright, so now this is a long pin. Hopefully I'll be able to pop this out no problem here. I'm trying not to bite on this too much because I don't want to do any damage to the pin itself. Let's try and easily pull it out of here without putting any grooves into it. Ta-da! And there is our brake. Clean, but look at how thick that plastic is. I mean, that's a pretty beefy piece of plastic that we broke. Snapped it right off. It wasn't even at the thin point of it. Pretty crazy, but we've got a brand new one. And it's going to look completely out of place because of all of the dirt on everything else. And this is going to be so clean. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the dog bone back in here, so I don't forget later. Yes, in it goes. We'll push our pin back through, like so, and feed it in. Use the end of this, because it's kind of painful on your hand to do it. But this has been a pretty easy fix. I really like how they've assembled this using these really beefy pins and then just a little screw to hold them in place. Pretty nice, Traxxas. I dig it. Now, I've seen this done before, but they've got it on every single one of these parts, which means that they've got really beefy pins that are not threaded running through, and then they're just using a small threaded screw to hold it in place, which is pretty genius if you ask me. I like it. So, we've got a few little pieces to put back in place. We'll move right onto the shock. Now these have a little tab kind of that these set into, which help as well. It's a little guide in there. So it all pops into place really easily, and I like that. It's been a long day. We actually had, my son had a birthday party today, which was awesome. And dog bones, let me just do a double check quickly here. Make sure we don't have any other breakage, because I do have upper arms that I can put in if I've done some damage here. Everything looks really good, and that, I mean, this took quite a bit of abuse. I'll probably look to get an aluminum piece here. So, but everything is looking good. As I install this, I'll just get back to what I was talking about. But my son had a birthday, so this whole weekend we've kind of been doing prep for his birthday party, which was really awesome. His birthday isn't actually until the 29th, but we're going to be out of town, and that's kind of why I want to get this up and running. But I also want to get my all my trail trucks up and running, because we're going camping for a week, and I want to be able to take some of this stuff so that my boys and I can have some fun RCing up in the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains. So, there we go, guys. This is done. The other thing that I got for the Beast here is a 19T pinion gear, so I can just kind of backflip on command, even more than it already wants to do. But I want to get that tire rotation. The only thing other than what I've already had go wrong with this truck, which is not much, again, considering the amount of abuse that I've given it in my tests, is the body. So right here I pulled this screw right on through the top here from this whole inner cage that they've got for the body. And then I've got some chips here, I've got another crack back right over here, cracked on the top. But I've really landed hard on this thing, so it's kind of surprising. I've got kind of a shattered look here in the sticker, which is interesting. But overall, this body has been really durable because I've landed on it pretty hard. But this front bumper is completely just destroyed. But I've got a new one that I can put on. I'm just kind of, it's still doing its job. It's still hitting and stopping things. So I'm kind of going with it like that. But anyway, guys, that's the On the Bench here for today. We got this thing back up and running pretty easily. and I'm still really happy with it. I really like this truck. I think Traxxas did an amazing job. This thing's going to be winning some awards, I'm sure of it, if it hasn't already won. And I know they were asking people to vote, but I voted for it. I'm a big fan, and can't wait to get it back out and just keep having fun with it. I'm probably going to go lighter with it now, guys. I've got my initial testing done to see what it can handle, and now that I know where its break points are, I'll be a little bit more careful. Every once in a while I'll still want to just go for that really big air, just for the sake of entertainment, you know. Knowing, again, that it's not built necessarily for it, but that it's, you know, pretty inexpensive to repair. So that piece I just put on here was $10 for that lower arm, which, you know, it's not too bad. It's a couple dollars more than a smaller scale arm would be, but yeah, you know, I could have gone and done something else that would have cost me more money. So it's kind of like paying to play. If I'd have gone up and I'd have run at the track, it'd have cost me $10 to get in and run. So here I went out to these BMX trails completely free, and went bigger than any jumps that I'd get at a track, and snapped the arm. Not a big deal to me, especially as easy as it is to fix. And so, yeah, I'm good with it. So anyway, guys, I'm out. Have fun RCing, and we'll catch you next time.